Boxing Voice.
So what's new with you, guy?
This is it, man. We're right here at the weigh-ins for this Caballero show. I'm just a spectator, supporting all the fighters on it. But as far as me, I'm looking at November. I'm not really sure on no details or nothing, but that's what we're aiming for right now.
In theory, would that be at Cache Creek Casino?
I believe that got moved to a different date, the Cache Creek, and I'm not like I said, I'm not really sure with the details. I'm not really sure.
You're not the details guy. You're the fighter guy.
Yeah, man. You just tell me when and where, and I'll be ready in the meantime.
Speaking of that, two undefeated opponents you just fought, and they had to go. Last one, he went on Fox Sports 1 impressively. I think that you're going to be headlining Fox Sports 1 pretty soon.
Man, I definitely hope so. I'm with that. You can say that again. That's what we're doing. We're just trying to move on up, you know. And if I don't, I'm not worried about it.
Can you talk about the step up in opposition? I mean, not many guys at your point in your career fight back-to-back undefeated guys.
Well, you know, this is, I'll say, the fourth undefeated opponent I fought. You know, I didn't went to people's hometowns and, you know, this and that. And, you know, I think it's necessary to take some challenges. You know, I think you know, show some love as well. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, you know, that's just learning. We're just learning. That's what we're doing.
Okay. And I have a theory, but I'm not sure if it's a grounded reality. But I think you're going to be a champion, and I think Joel Diaz Jr. is going to be a champion. Imagine
that. Imagine a unification type thing, or you know, some of the sort. I believe that as well. I agree.
So, what are your? Because I thought that was probably one of the best fights in the past 5 years. Do you have any thoughts, like, if you were to head back into that maybe 3 years from now, is that something that you're kind of excited about when both of you guys get your prime?
Well, yeah, of course. You know, most definitely. Right now we're at the same different weight classes, but you know, who knows what the future holds? And everybody wants that. Everybody.
Man, that was kind of a silly question because I didn't know that he moved up. But Abel in the summer must be.
Well, I think he's fighting what he normally fights at, you know, junior lightweight or so, and I fight featherweight. And, you know, I bounce around the weight a little bit in between to stay busy, you know, or if I have to. But what I really prefer to campaign at is at featherweight.
That's 126?
126.
Okay, sometimes I get confused from 118 to 130. So, is there any person on the horizon, top 10 type guy that you might be interested in?
You know, I don't feel comfortable, you know, calling them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that level. I don't believe yet. You know, my time will come, and when it comes, you know, we're gonna explode on the scene, and you know, whoever's there is in the way.
Last question. A good Sacramento story. A good story about you being in Sacramento. Just an entertaining story that comes to your mind. Boxing or anything.
Good Sacramento. I would have to say I wasn't there personally, you know, but these are stories that I hear about, and I just wish I could have been a part of all the shows that happened at Memorial Auditorium with the generation of Barreto Garza, Tony the Tiger Lopez, Richard Savala, and, you know, all those old school cats. And they're talking about, you know, unfortunately Richard Savala kind of fell off track and had a lot of distractions going on, and at an important time in his career. And he had a fight anyways. He had a big fight coming up, and he was not ready for it. He lost the fight to a guy from Mexico. And boy, they say that whole auditorium attacked this poor Mexican, this poor guy from Mexico, and all his people. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I wish I could have been there to see it. I don't know if it's funny or if it's bad, or if it's sad, I don't know. But I just wish I could have been there to be part of all that old school stuff with the old champs I just mentioned. And, you know, this is just one of the stories that I hear about. And, you know, I thought a lot of people that might see this might have been there, you know, if they're from Sacramento.
The Boxing Voice.